ta-da! Hello, it's Sandy. I haven't been in front of the camera. Well, this time it's only been about a week because I did film this video already. I filmed it on a different camera, trying out something, and the sound quality was literally unlistenable. Like, it just sounded like I was standing near an ocean or something. Oops, let me just shut that. Today I'm gonna give you my Reading Rush TBR for 2020, let's just ignore the fact that 2020 is happening and read a bunch. I don't know that, but can we do that? We can't, but we can take solace. We can watched Hamilton recently, so it's like, take a break. You know, we can take a break and find solace in reading. And so I wanted to do the Reading Rush 2020 TBR. I have to give a little preface here because I'm so excited to participate in the Reading Rush this year. The first year I ever did the Reading Rush was the first year I had my BookTube channel, and it was a lot of fun. Back then it was still called BookTubeathon. And then every year since, I have had something come up where I can't participate. Like, it's always happened at the busiest time of my life. The first year I was getting married, then I was in Japan, and last year it was a really important work week, so I couldn't really participate because I was going crazy. And so this week, instead of being in Japan, which is where I'm still supposed to be right now, if COVID wasn't happening, then I got distracted because I was also supposed to see BTS again this year. Can you, Army, guess who my bias is? You get one guess. Anyway, yeah, I was supposed to also go see a friend in Atlanta this summer. So many things that I wanted to do, I didn't get to do because of COVID, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Today is actually my husband and I's anniversary, our third anniversary, by the way. And this is kind of rambly now. I'm gonna have to cut most of this, apologies. So let's get into the TBR, shall we? Because I can't resist a pretty notebook, I did purchase the Reading Rush journal for 2020. I hope they keep doing these because I love little notebooks like this. If you don't have it, you can get the PDF from dbeftba.com. So there's a page with all the challenges, which I will pause for a moment. Challenge 1 is probably my favorite. It's read a book with a cover that matches the color of your birthstone. I was born in May, so my birthstone is the emerald. And I have a lot of books for this challenge which could overlap into other challenges. So I do want to complete all the challenges. I'm not sure I'm going to read like 7 books, but I have so many of them that would work for more than one challenge. So, however, first I want to read Neuromancer in this beautiful Penguin Galaxy edition with a foreword by Neil Gaiman. It's a book that I started reading with this online book club that I'm doing. I was really enjoying it, and then everybody else kind of hated it, and so I just kind of stopped because I wanted to be enjoying it when I was reading it. So I'm about, I don't know, a third of the way through. The writing is really fast-paced. It's by William Gibson, by the way. And it's just, I love it so much. Like, it's ridiculous, but it's also great. Another possibility, which also could be research for book 4 that I'm writing, or I'm like, it's in the dream stage right now. It's the fun stage where you haven't actually written any of it yet, so it's still perfect. But I'm thinking about writing a little bit to do with like Middle English, and this book is written in a weird kind of hybrid of Middle Old English, so that you can read it without having, like, you don't have to have studied Middle English, which I have a little bit. I've had this book since it came out. I've been excited about it for like years. When did it come out? 2014. So, I mean, the cover is beautiful. Like, I want to read it so bad. And so maybe this time I'll finally read it. Okay, so that was challenge 1. I apologize, I'm a little rusty here. Okay, book 2, read a book that starts with The Wake, which I just showed you would work for this. And then the book which I am currently reading, and I might finish today. I started it last night, but it's already so good. The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Cloon. I've been on such a kick of like male romance reading. I've read a bunch of yaoi manga. I've read a bunch of male lead romances. Alexis Hall for life. But I mean, this is just the book jacket because I have the book in a different room because I'm reading it. I'm about 100 pages in. It's delightful. I usually hate like magic school setting books other than Harry Potter. Let's just... J.K. Rowling, why? But anyway, this one is like, I'm loving it so much. So I'm probably gonna finish this today, and in which case, this will not be the book that starts with the. I will choose one of the three of the following. I've got three choices. The Song of Achilles, which would go along in the male-male romance trend, and also how have I not read this yet? It's like probably gonna be my favorite book forever, and I'll just probably like cry. The Island by Ragnar, I'm gonna butcher it, Johannesson, whatever. It's a sequel / prequel to a book I read a few years ago called The Darkness, because Lena Norms talked about it. Focus. Well, that's the cover right there. It was brilliant. I read it in like 2 days. So this would be really quick, I'm sure. Or a book that I bought completely on a whim and I'm so excited about. It's called The Henna Wars. It's two brown girls who fall in love, and I'm just like, yes! Because despite having married into an Indian family, I really haven't read that many books featuring Indian protagonists. And I mean Indians, not Native Americans. And just look at them, they're so cute. So that's possibilities for a book that starts with the. Next, read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. I wasn't sure I was gonna have anything for this one, and so I just like looked at my shelves and was like, all right, what have I got? And I came up with two. What I think I will read is Shrill by Lindy West, because I have watched the Hulu show and almost all of season 2. I just kind of got distracted. I will finish it at some point, but this would be a good way to like lighten the reading load, read an essay every now and then. But I read her book, The Witches Are Coming, when it came out and loved it. So looking forward to reading this as well. And then I've also started reading Normal People by Sally Rooney. Also watched the Hulu show in a day. Was emotionally destroyed. Love it so much. Need to finish this. Read the first book you touch is challenge 4, which is kind of a weird one. So I think I might, maybe that's how I'll decide which the book to read. Maybe I'll stack them up and like pick. But I don't want to, depending on how I feel from some of the other books, I have, the books that start with the are such a wide range. I mean, I've got a gay romance, a lesbian romance, a detective novel, and a weird Middle English thing. So depending on what I'm feeling about like reading, I might just pick one. We'll see. I'm probably gonna be vlogging, so we'll see how it goes. Read a book completely outside of your house is challenge number 5. My husband and I just bought a hot tub. And so I've decided to read one of these books entirely in the hot tub, or at least on the outside of the hot tub. I have 3 choices for this. Binti Nnedi Okorafor. I apologize if I'm messing that up. I started it, got about 2 pages in, got distracted by work, but I do want to read, like it's so short and apparently so good, and I want to read it just like in one go. So then volume 4 of Fence, which I'm very excited about, continuing the male-male romance trend. Or the online book club that I'm in is reading Anya's Ghost this month, a graphic novel with a Neil Gaiman like thing at the top, and it just looks really beautiful. And you know, graphic novels are always good for readathons, so those are some short ones for that one. 6, read a book in a genre you've always wanted to read more of. This is one of those ones where it kind of overlaps with the other challenges, because I could read graphic novels, I could read... The Island was the one I had sort of picked for this one more than the others, because I don't really read that much detective / crime fiction, and I do love adrenaline rush reading, so I'm not sure why I don't. So that's kind of the answer for that. Number 7, read a book that takes place on a different continent than where I live. I live in North America, in the United States, which right now, not so proud to be an American. Anyway, So here's the choices for that. Two of which you've already seen. These two. And the last one, which I will probably do for this challenge because I'm already about halfway through, is Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins. It's a lesbian love story. It's like a high school rom-com. It's so cute so far. I just got distracted by something I was reading, which, what was it? Doesn't really matter, does it? But oh man, it's very cute so far. So and it was like very quick reading, so I'll probably blow through this really fast. Okay, so that is my TBR for the Reading Rush 2020. I am really shit at sticking to TBRs, so, you know, I may end up reading something that's not on this list, but I'll be vlogging it at least a little bit. So if you are interested in watching those, they'll be up sometime after this one. What are you reading? Are you participating in the Reading Rush? Be my friend on the website. Come say hi on Instagram. I'm posting pictures of things I'm cooking this week for some reason. Okay. Also, if you have seen Banana Fish, talk to me about it. There's a reason I got new glasses. Thank you very much for watching. Happy Reading Rush 2020! It's a nice thing to look forward to in this shitty year. Books to Huda!